Press that button there. We live on Facebook.
Yeah.
You can look at us and listen to us live on Extreme 104 SVG on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Welcome back to the Wake Up Call. It's a Thursday morning. What today is? The 9th of September.
It's the 9th to the 9th.
The 9th of the 9th. 9/9/2021.
Yeah.
All right. It's a wonderful day, shaping up to be a really nice day today. It's the Wake Up Call. We take you up until 10 o'clock this morning. The Hurricane Man, DJ Ho's in the background there. And yours truly, Crystal. So the question we asked before we went to the Digital State of Emergency mix was...
Yes.
Excuse me, sorry, I just drank some juice. All right. Was, how are you guys making it?
Don't disassociate. You're part of you guys too.
Right.
Right.
I said that before I went because I catching my derriere. I know you catching your derriere too?
I can't. Yeah, I'm catching my.
Yeah, everybody. I think for the most
I'm
part,
catching hell. I'm catching hell.
catching hell.
This is hell right now. Earth is hell right now.
Catching hell. All right.
Yeah.
So the phone lines were going before
Yeah.
we went out. So you can call us at 457-1043.
Yeah.
Jose, the van owner, was also explaining to us how he's had to cut back. I try to make certain changes so that he doesn't lose
Right.
as much on the road.
Yeah.
As many van drivers are doing right now.
Yeah.
Good morning to all the van drivers, right?
Pick up the van drivers.
Yeah, man. Shout out to y'all. We know it's a struggle. So you could come back around. Maybe we could continue with van drivers, right?
Aye.
Van owners. How you making it?
Are you making it, Jose?
I am trying to make it because trust me, the struggle is real.
Yeah. So I was saying, right? We were doing a calculation. How much
Yeah.
to go to Mespo? Mespo is like what?
Mespo is
$7 now.
$3.
$3?
3 times 12. That's
For the
26.
past
And
20 something years.
I thought it was $5. Listen, man.
Go try that.
Listen,
Wait,
no.
all right, guys, stick a pin there. We have a call coming in. Hello, good morning.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Hello.
that's-
All right, we lost that one.
So that's $36.
All right, look it again.
Put your-
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Hello, good morning. I feel it for the van drivers all the way up here in America. Because when I go home on vacation, my thing and them just pay for before I go home. I just send home barrel. My rent card just get paid for before I reach. And when I reach, the gas price just make me quench and me hand to mouth.
Okay.
Okay.
yeah.
You are-
And that just to tell you the level of struggle. And I feel it for the van driver, but guess what? Ultimately, it's going to go down to the customers. Because if the van drivers take a L every time they go to the gas station, eventually the van has to park up.
Yeah.
Go down to the customers.
That is true, Max.
But listen to a point I want to make now. We so cool with Venezuela. Venezuela never give no blind with gas over the 20 years.
Yes, I think they
cool
did.
with Venezuela.
I think they give us some oil. I think they give us oil
Okay, but-
in the
but-
oil
but-
arrangement
but-
earlier. But I don't think it
van
went to the
drivers,
pump.
but the van drivers ease up on the gas. But here another question I have to ask and another angle to the situation. We brag about these solar farms that we put up throughout the area. Did anybody fuel surcharge decrease as a
The
result
who?
of those
The solar farm?
Max, you're gonna go there, bro.
Hold on.
Why?
Where were these
Max,
solar
Max,
farms?
Oh
Man,
man.
listen, man, people.
Yeah, we got
somebody
solar
who know
farms.
more about them,
The
but
solar
I
farms.
can't regurgitate with
They're
it. But
solar
somebody
farms.
corrected me and
Yeah.
told me about them.
Yeah, they're solar
I mean,
farms.
a couple years or so ago, I had an article in News 784 with a pure Cheshire where they interviewed me about. And my passion for St. Vincent is for every house on the island to have solar panels. I divert
You
a
could
little
start
bit.
with mine.
Man, we supposed to have solar panels on the house with a battery backup and have a grid tie system to ease the paneling. Like, now, instead of paying solar surcharge, you put that back to the customer so the customer could pay the van driver the increased fee. Remember, the money going back is circulate, have to circulate the money in the community, and because at the end of the day, the money ending back up in the government hand. If you spend it 3 times, if you spend it 5 times, if you spend it 100 times, but it's bad mind. Why they want the poor man suffer?
Whoa, Max, that. Oh,
The
boy.
right man in here for you. The right man in here for you.
All right. I'll expand after he go. After he
All
goes.
right.
So,
All right, thank you so much.
So Max has this romantic idea that I put solar panel on my house.
Romantic
and
idea.
every time I generate electricity, I get some income from that, and that is used to funnel into supporting some income support to Jose and his team. And that's a romantic idea.
That's not my interpretation of how it works.
Yeah.
I understand
No,
it to
that
be
was his-
if
he-
you have a solar panel on your house, you get energy from that first. You're still hooked up to
The grid.
Vinlec, the grid, right?
Right.
So you get energy from that first. When that runs out, then the grid kicks in.
Yeah,
but if you have excess from your solar panels, it's
Right.
actually sold back to the grid.
Right. It's
Right.
sold back.
So
It is
so it cuts down on your cost.
No, I'm adding on to Max's idea.
Oh, but I'm just telling you that's how I understand it to be.
Yeah. I understand, but I understand that
Okay, all
side
right,
of that business.
So
side
we'll
of
go
it.
back to the vans, right? Jose was expanding and saying, last 20 years, no van fare increased $3 from Kingstown to Mesopotamia, and how he ain't walking the van on the road, and Lord.
Yeah.
Oh,
And so we were
Lord.
calculating that Jose said it's $36. 12 times 3, that would be 36. So you're headed into Mespo. That is how much his conductor is going to collect. Bearing in mind that he has big people in his van, right? So, and he's going to burn, the rate that he goes at, he's going to burn 2 gallons of gas going in. So that's $24. So all of that, he has to put $5 to pay his conductor. So that's 29, right? Something like that. 29, 14, 40, right? 29. All right, so you only have like $7 from that. Paul, who's it?
Jose, how you feel about them maths then?
Surviving on that $7. And he has to pay, he has to wrap his vehicle, put on AC, all that inside there. Dance can't pay for the light, who's it? I'm telling you.
No, please.
But yeah, it can't. Wait, I'm gonna introduce. Kristen is laughing. I am going to blame the government. You see, for the hardship, I'm gonna assign this on a downfall in the fiscal policy. You see that what was it? That duty on custom.
Yeah,
What was
that
it again?
1%.
You see that 1%?
Hold on, the
You
lines
see
are
that
going.
1%?
Hold on,
Oh,
the
my
lines are
goodness.
going. Hello, good morning. How are you making it?
Are you making it?
Hey, good morning, Christian. Who's
What's
there?
up?
And
Morning,
man,
morning.
what's going on?
Yes. I'm good, bro.
So therefore, a good thing you guys got a bucket here, right?
Meaning.
A bucket?
Like-
A bucket?
I don't plant weed, Ras.
Bucket here,
I
man,
don't.
like who's it? Like who's it? Like how you get that? If you didn't have that, you could job there for free.
Oh, you have. Oh, you mean multiple
Yeah.
streams of income?
Multiple streams. Okay. Ras.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about
Oh.
right there. Yeah, so
All right.
Still have to give God thanks. We're still here,
Yeah,
That's
true.
right.
The struggle is rough, but hey, come on, you can't give up.
No,
That's the way it is.
Ras, we can't do that. That's being defeatist. That's defeatism right there. That's like saying, Lord, life is hard. I'm gonna take in the hardship because things will get better. No, we can make it better. We can complain about it.
Well, at the same time, as I say, we have to make it better, right? Yeah, I understand. That is the point. Things rough with everyone, you're rough with me too, struggling, you understand? But at the same time, I can't give up my struggling. I got to keep on doing what I'm doing.
Yes, that's
once
true.
I got life.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I'm struggling to make it better,
But Ras, you could complain. So you don't want to complain. I am complaining.
Yeah.
I am complaining.
But you see, all the complaining, I leave all my struggle, suffering to the Almighty.
Yeah,
be honest with you.
but you
All right.
complaining to him too.
Because if I come
But you
out in the
complain when you
public
pray.
and
You
cry, who
complain
going
to
to
him.
help me? There is
Okay.
no one going to go take up and say, boy, this man crying every day. Let me give him a hand and...
God
have
helps
it."
those who help themselves. So while you pray, you get up and go do something, right?
Well, that's what I'm doing. That's
Okay.
what I'm doing.
That's right. That's right. Don't
This-
study
as I
the
say,
hurricane
this
man.
struggle
He
is
just
rough.
here with his wind and rain
Right,
to rain on your parade. Don't study him.
right. That's
what you
I
gotta
say.
do.
It is rough, but what can we do, though? We have to try to do
what
better.
can us do? Mhm.
Even though the system gonna be there, how the system is. Anywhere you go, the system. is
It can
there.
change. The
Then
system
give you a
can
little-
change.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
The
then
system
put you a
can
little
change.
so
No.
that you can hardly survive. You understand?
Okay.
Anywhere you go.
Ras,
All right. Thank you
Ras,
so much.
System.
Ras,
And you
don't
can't be-
accept the reality.
All right.
That's like a slave on the plantation saying,
thank you, man.
Always gonna
slavery
be
is
so
good.
for the
No,
poor.
Ras.
Let me say this, right? Hurricane, man.
Yes,
It's gonna
sir.
be like, this for the poorer class of people. Always gonna struggle. That's why he struggles so hard. Everywhere you go, the poor man gonna feel it, no matter what. We cries every day, but at the same thing, we all we have to do, try our best, stay from trouble, give God thanks, and whatever little we got, we make it, I say you mightn't got a lot, but the little bit you have, you make it a lot, you understand?
Yeah, right.
All right.
Thanks.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thanks for that one. Have a good one.
I
All right,
I
perspective
respect-
is perspective,
I
all right?
respect him, but
You disagree, and that's quite fine. That is fine.
That is accepting your reality. No.
Aye.
You complain to God through prayer. All right, you complain, and you need to complain about the fiscal situation. Listen, you see that 1%. You see the 1%.
I'm listening to you.
Give me the correct name for it again. The 1% that the government imposed on
They
duty.
higher customs tax.
Yes, you see that has created.
Hold on.
undue
The lines are
pressure.
going. Hello, good morning. How are you
Morning.
making it?
Man, you pulling out me comfort zone again, huh?
Yeah, Dave. Let me hear. You-
Yeah, I love the question. I really love the question. But I'll tell you something. You know, never when this all started to happen, but this is a reflection and indication of how people are getting in and insanity and all of that in this country.
Are you
When
about
you
to turn
look-
it political?
Huh?
Are you about to turn this discussion political?
Political, but politics is what we live off. I can't understand why Vincent and Scott, why are they so naive or so stupid and ignorant about this? How they... Oh, let me cool down. How can
Yeah,
politicians
cool down
be
because
living
at your
high
age
and
you
dry?
cannot afford a heart attack. Let's go.
How could politicians be living high and dry? I mean,
How are you so certain, right, Dave? How are you so certain
They're
that
not
our
struggling.
politicians aren't struggling as well?
Yeah, they probably
let
have
me
getting
have this
hardship too.
I'm not
Right.
saying that everybody. No, this is not a rich
Okay.
country, right?
Let me ask you a different question, right? So there are some men who are high up in the status right there, right? And these men are not the most innocent of men. And some of them might have multiple women, right? How you so sure them kind of man they
Wait.
struggling to maintain the 10 and 20 side girl?
You want to get me in trouble? Right?
What is this?
I love the twist you put into all of this.
Yes,
So,
because there are some heighty-tighty men who are struggling because they have 10 and 20 side.
there are plenty concubines, yeah? There are plenty women. That's why I like you so much.
I don't know what you do like.
You know how school keeping, girl.
Okay.
You know,
All right.
just bring it out.
Thank you very much,
Dave.
Dave.
I love how you're dishing it out. That's why I said we have to have a private conversation. I just love
Never,
it.
that
I
will
love
never
it.
happen. Dave, goodbye. Have a good day.
So Crystal, I was saying, right? You
Dave
see
wants to put me on a carry me on a date. I could imagine that. Now we go here. Continue.
Yeah. So you see that charge that was imposed.
That 1%,
right?
yes.
That is creating
The customs service charge.
a movement in the price of goods because your duty to bring in a particular product, right? That is already exacerbated in terms of shipping costs because the price of shipping has tripled significantly. All right, because of the whole COVID and all that. You see, once it hits the port and they add that duty on it, you see when it start doing all those markup and all this other stuff, overheads, etc., who is the person who's gonna get it? Me and you, the person. We need to eat. We need to eat. So
We got a yam.
I'm going to make a bold statement and say I believe that some of these supermarkets are doing price gouging. You understand? And they are taking advantage of this increased price. So pass it on to the consumer and also to
And the
make a
consumer
lot
does
of money.
does not have a choice
And
but
no,
to
because our
purchase
income
because many of the items are necessities.
necessity. That's what Husi said. It is necessity.
Mm-hmm.
I have to get milk. What are you telling me? All right. Now it's 2000.
Stop drink milk.
You can't tell me I must drink milk.
Go back to the bush tea, right, Jose?
I must drink bush tea. I must drink lime juice.
Jose,
You
don't
telling
drink
me?
bush tea.
I have experienced a particular
Excuse me?
standard of living coming all these years up, and you telling me that I need to regress back to eating chicken back? You understand? I'm not
Hey,
being, no,
hey,
no, I'm
hey,
not
hey.
being disrespectful, but I'm not
Get
being-
off the
I-
chicken back.
right
Yo,
now-
some
right now-
nice
right now-
stewed chicken back and some sweet
Yeah,
roast
okay.
bread fruit. What does do
Chicken
you?
back is the
Forget
alternative
about
right
the
now.
nostalgia about chicken.
You
back and
need
all
to
that.
stop thinking
I am
chicken
just
back is-
drawing an analogy, right? I should not be
dare you?
experiencing a movement, negative movement on the
Yeah,
standard
it
of my
should be
living.
upwards. It should be upwards. Hello,
You need
good
to uplift
morning.
me.
But it's me again. This is a very interesting topic. I agree with the
Max, you have 30
high fat
seconds.
quality imported poison.
Yeah.
It's
What?
Imported poison.
Imported poison.
the imported poison, these barrel food are causing people food to get chopped off every Monday morning, diabetes.
Not always.
We need to
Rice
get
has
back
come
to
in the barrel
local-
too, you know.
We need to go back to the local food. But
Mhm.
I have a friend that have a business, right?
Uh-huh.
She bring in some things, and 1 week they charge her. I'm just putting out numbers out there, just to argument sake.
Uh-huh.
1 week they charge her $10 duty on the thing.
Yeah.
Next week the same thing coming. You know how much money they charge her next week for the same thing?
How much?
$25
Whoa.
duty for the same thing.
That's a lot.
So it might not, and I basically giving supermarkets a buy. They definitely are price gouging, but who is to say last month the container for the supermarket cost 15,000 and next week it cost 30,000. You know what I'm saying? Because and I experienced this before. I shipped stuff home before, same thing, and depending on who the customs officer is or whatever, they charging different duty. You send stuff with FedEx. I'm like, yo, last week, for example,
How do you get charged different duties if you go based on the invoices?
But that's
Or
the
is it
question
in
I
the
asked.
absence of invoice, they just give you an estimate?
Well, you had the girl had the invoice there, and they said this is what they're charging.
You remember the
That's why
total,
I
no,
asked
hold
you,
on.
I say, yo,
The
you have
total
invoice.
price that you're charged at the end is not just the duties only. There's the custom service charges, VAT, and then custom duties. That total figure at the
Right.
bottom there is not custom duties. It's a combination of 3 different charges.
But Crystal, here what the girl send the same exact thing, bought the same exact thing twice. You buy a bottle of duty for $10, you bring it in. At the total, you end up and spend $15 total. You buy a same bottle of juicy next week, $25 a pay next week. How that makes sense?
Well, if
No, I
if
understand
the
what
time
you're
if
saying,
the time between shipments is when the 1% was applied, I could understand.
But some kind of
All right.
some kind of standard, because if I ship in something home, and I've experienced it already, if I call and I say, okay, I ship in something home and it's going to cost X, Y, Z, they can't give me a straight number. It's like fluctuate, and it depends on who the person
It
is.
shouldn't.
I've experienced
It shouldn't. It shouldn't.
It should not, and it depends on the mood the person is, and that's why I said another
Lord.
thing we need in Sinvis is
But
customer
that's
service. But I
that's
don't want to
another
take
problem
That's
there.
a-
Yeah.
Hey.
I don't want to take over the program,
Hey.
but
All
it's
right.
a very
Right, man.
interesting program, and people, this is what we need to protest for
Yeah.
in the country
Yeah.
together.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. All
Somebody,
right.
somebody came and asked me what's wrong with chicken back. Chicken back is like, you see the quality of food they used to feed slave? It is it is the worst part of the chicken. You
It is
understand?
the sweetest part of the chicken.
But it is not nutritious. It is the worst
It
part.
is
I would
the
term
sweetest
it
part.
slave food.
Come
Basically,
here.
I know you all
Come
like
here,
it.
Gilly. Come for a
cooking
hug,
with it.
because
No.
you clearly need a hug. It is the sweetest
no,
part of the chicken.
It
Let me
is
tell
the
you
less
something.
nutritious part of the food of the fowl.
Where you get that information from?
Poor quality.
Where you get that
understand?
information
it's
from?
not meaty. All you're just getting is bone. There's nothing nutritious
And
about
let me
it.
tell you
Well, I don't
something
wanna
about
go
the
down that
bone.
line.
The bone sweet.
Yeah, but it's not nutritious.
Well, too bad.
That's like eating food that doesn't benefit
Aye.
you.
I will eat
I
the
use
chicken
it
back.
as an analogy just to show you that that I should
You're
not
out
be
of
eating
place.
that poor quality food.
That's
You
not
understand?
poor quality
My
food.
standard of living has
You're out of
increased.
place. Get off a
because-
chicken back.
And
Get off a chicken back. Get off a
Crystal,
chicken
I
back.
just use it as an analogy.
Out,
right?
please.
Like,
Out,
you know,
please.
but
Let me get to
but
some
Jose
more
get the next- he
responses.
get the next Jose,
No,
you
no.
know, but-
Yes.
Yeah, I
Jose
sweet-
vex with you too. Get
but
off a
it's
chicken
not-
back. You're out of place.
I broke you.
Come on, man. Let me read some responses coming in
Slave
from the
food,
WhatsApp,
brother.
right?
Slave food.
Good morning, my faves. Just yesterday, I brought up that with my friend. 3 grown sons. One is back in my country. One is working and the other is unemployed and searching. My thing is, back when they were younger, $200 used to give me 2 weeks' food. Now, $400 isn't cutting it. All different types of bills to pay, plus bread every morning. Money for traveling to and from work and school. How are people making it? I see some single women with 6 and 8 kids and are
Whoa.
unemployed. And these people don't seem to have a problem. How are they making it with 6 kids on Zoom class and 1 person or 1 adult in the house? All right, let's read some more responses coming in on the
Go ahead,
WhatsApp.
go ahead,
This
Crystal.
one here came in a little earlier, right? Somebody said, Crystal, why have a baby? If you caught your ass being single, why do it?
Whoa,
There is
whoa,
another
whoa.
human that needs
Whoa.
more expenses than you. There were a number of other responses coming from that person, but this is the only one that I'm going to read right now and address.
That's disrespectful, Crystal.
I find it to be very condescending
Yeah.
disrespectful and out of place.
Yeah.
If I see,
Yeah.
as I see it now, me here who is employed, right? I have a child to take care of. I have myself to take care of. I'm not the only person taking care of my child. If I see I'm catching my backside, right? Who are you as a mother and a grandmother to look down on somebody else and ask them why you have a baby?
So, Crystal.
My decision to have a child was my own. I would never, ever look down on another person, even if they have 10 and 20 children, and ask them why you have that amount
Crystal,
of children.
I just want-
It is condescending,
Yeah.
and you need to humble yourself. Come
Crystal,
off your high horse
Crystal.
and humble yourself.
Crystal, and it ties it back in the point, right? They're saying, if you don't live hard, where you go breathe for? That's the Vincent
That is condescending. A lot of people made a lot of decisions at a certain point in their lives, not expecting COVID-19 to still be impacting St. Vincent and the Grenadines the way it is now. A lot of people made financial decisions expecting or hoping that we would just be enduring the pandemic for just a year or a couple of months, maybe 12, 16 months at most.
Yeah.
A lot of people did not expect to not have access to the streams of income that they
Yeah.
had planned for.
Right.
Do not look at somebody face value, and this is generally speaking, and speak down to them.
Yeah.
You do not know why somebody decided to have a child,
Yeah.
2 children. You do not know their circumstances.
Yeah.
It is condescending.
Yeah. But I get in the rural area, why you breathe? You're not going to fight, pick me already. We're going to breathe again. You
It
don't
is
know the
condescending.
situation.
You don't know the people's situation.
making the place
A lot
harder.
of times, women have multiple children because they become dependent on somebody.
Yeah, that's true.
You have one child,
true.
then you find it difficult to maintain that child, right?
true, that's
So
true.
you made a mistake, but somebody is always beating up on you
Yeah.
throughout that entire
Because-
period
yeah, that's true.
because you made a mistake. You should let it go. So then, because you are unemployed as a woman,
Mm-hmm.
you get involved with somebody else because you might become desperate,
Right, that's a
right?
fact, right? Survival.
Financially speaking,
Survival.
you are in survival mode.
Right,
Of
right,
course,
right.
if you get involved with somebody else, emotions are involved.
Mm-hmm.
You have sex with that person, you might end up pregnant again.
Yeah. Yeah.
You become even more dependent
So there's two
on
now.
that person.
There's
So that's two.
Yeah.
Sometimes these things happen. We don't know what sort of emotional trials and struggles that some women are going through.
True. That's fact. That's a fact, Crystal.
Stop pointing your fingers
That's a
at
fact.
people because you just don't know. You might be talking to somebody today who's
Uh-huh.
walking around Kingston considering going up at the wharf, jumping off, and drowning themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just be mindful about that and humble yourself.
Yeah. And
Let's go on. Let's
that-
go on. I'm not going to read anything else from that
but
person.
that
I'm not.
also highlights that a lot of people are going through psychological stress.
Exactly.
Because they cannot feed
I
themselves.
heard of a story.
Let me hear.
I'm not going to share this
Paraphrase.
story, right?
Paraphrase. A little paraphrase.
Gentleman experiencing some mental issues.
Mm-hmm.
He ended up burning, I think it was part of a house
Okay.
because he probably lost it at a particular point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a long backstory to that. But as you said, people are going through a lot of mental problems.
Because you can't listen.
Right?
When the bills are piling up, I know I run my Excel, right? And I say, wait, Lord, where am I going to get this? I have to do like Rasking. Probably I have to go to the Almighty and pray every day. Like, Lord, where is this going to happen? I'm sure that 80% or 90% of the people on the island, on the 32 islands, are going through the same thing because we're not experiencing a slide in our foreign in terms of our exchange rate. So therefore, the pressure that is happening internally. The price of goods are increasing, and the level of income is stagnant. On top of that, you put on the whole COVID situation. On top of that, you put on the eruption of Lasso Free. People are experiencing. They're catching
Catching the hell.
They're catching
Let me
hell.
let me
This is
just
the new
say
hell.
let me just say something else. There are some people out there who are not experiencing the struggles that some people are experiencing. And because they are not in that position, they want to talk down to other people because you don't understand. You might be in a better position. Kudos to you. All the best. But some people make plans. You take risks.
Yeah.
Right? You understand that certain things can happen.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that you are not able to survive,
Uh-huh.
but you are not surviving as well as you want.
Yeah.
Some people are up to their necks. Some people up to their breasts,
Yeah.
some people up to their waist, some people are covered.
Yeah.
It is different for everybody. Some more responses. Back
Go
in the
ahead,
days,
go
we
ahead.
used to use a donkey as transportation, but now we have cars. All over the world, things going up. Vincentians need to go back to the land. I love pork. Last time I went to the supermarket, a pork shoulder double the price I used to buy it for. Restaurants have COVID-19 charge and credit card charge, even when you use your debit card. Gas prices here jump about 9 cents this week. Not surprised because they say it was going to because of the hurricane that hit Louisiana. Yeah. Because demand and supply, all right? Gas going to get more expensive as people switch to electric vehicles. All right?
Crystal,
Jimmy says, all right, no.
All right. Crystal,
Tell the caller stop, check on what he has to do. That is why you all try to keep down.
we see? Say
I'm
what?
not-
we see?
I
We
don't
see?
understand.
Expound.
All right,
Expound.
not
And
sure.
expound. Go ahead.
All right. Crystal, I'm telling you, if it wasn't for remittances, I don't know how things will really be home. And yet the senders are hand to mouth. Mr. PM, is we keeping you afloat? You need to put some respect on it. Hurricane man, oh God, you wake up. I can't respect you now.
I love you still. I love you still.
Something to
It's
note
radio.
though, right? There are some folks out there who are actually trying, right? There are some people who might be selling fruits or vegetables at the side of the roads and afternoons from morning till night who are actually trying, right?
Yeah.
And even though they're trying really hard, maybe they cannot get a job, maybe they're looking all over the place. There's some people who are trying. I'm not speaking about the lazy people. I'm not speaking about the lazy people this morning.
The trying people.
People who are trying. Those are the people who I'm talking about and speaking to. They're just still catching the nanen.
Yeah. And
Come on, man.
Yeah, and Crystal, you highlight a point there, and that is true. If you see the figures, right, what is keeping generally the countries now, because tourism and agriculture has all seen a dip because of several reasons. What is keeping the countries afloat are the remittances that are coming in. Jamaica, I saw a chart from Jamaica, and they saw like almost like a 50% bump in the figures coming in from. In terms of remittances, and it is remittances. Even St. Vincent, you highlighted that earlier. The lines that are at some
Extremely long.
It is the people outside in the diaspora who are keeping St. Vincent and the Grenadines afloat right now.
All right. Okay, so we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna take a
And
break on the
All
live
right,
as
all right.
well.
Goodbye, guys.
All right.
It was fun.
We coming back a little after maybe
Yeah.
20 past 9 or thereabout. Take in some ads and of course